Hey there folks, this is the Green Vlog and this is the 23rd of July 2013 and hasn't it been a while? It's felt like a while to me anyway. But that's just because I've been so preoccupied with Oracle of Seasons right now and it's just been taken over a bit because if I'm not practicing playing it then I'm actually recording it and editing and all that crap, and that's what I was just doing just now. Funnily enough, I have been recording quite a bit of Oracle of Seasons, so there'll be some coming, there's plenty coming, and that I've been bulk recording just because my family have all gone away on holiday and that is amazing to have the house to myself. I mean, my sister is still here, but she's out a lot. She's out a lot, so it's pretty much the house to myself and that's amazing. I've had this since uni, so I'm enjoying it right now. I did have a bit of sort of boredom yesterday, just because when you're on your own that happens, though. It just happens. So there was that. But yeah, I'm enjoying it and I'm looking forward to another 1 to 2 weeks to myself. That'll be amazing. I'm pretty sure there's a Chinese takeaway on the horizon and I can't wait for that either. Oh yeah, so everyone who's a PC gamer will know that there's been the Steam summer sales lately. And because of that, huge games, huge blockbuster games, can come down to such low prices as like a £5 and stuff. That includes like Borderlands 2, Left 4 Dead 2, Skyrim, plenty of others. And as well as that, there's like indie games like Cthulhu Saves the World, Fez, I'd like to say Civilization 5, but I don't know if that's indie, it's probably not, but either way it came down to a £5 as well. Cthulhu Saves the World, an amazing game, but I'll get into that in a moment. Is there anything else to say about the Steam summer sales? I don't actually know, but there were quite a few on the front page that you could see, but as well as that, there were some hidden gems, hidden discounts, like reset your item, that item selling game. Cthulhu Saves the World was actually a hidden one, which nobody ever seemed to tell me about, so I found out on the last page because of Total Halibut's video that he sort of reviews current gaming events in a really cynical way. Yeah, I can say cynical, because he has it on his own sort of intro thing, so it's not an insult or anything, but yeah, I'd recommend them. I'd recommend his videos, but I'm going off on a tangent. So yeah, have a look around. I think maybe there's still the last of the sales sort of running out today. If they're still going at all, I don't know. They're probably not, now that I think about it. So I got a bit of a cold, and it sounds like I'm saying probably not. And anyways, like I was saying, I got a couple of games off Steam, and that includes Cthulhu Saves the World. Now, this was like 69p, and it came bundled with another game from the same developers as well, and that was Breath of Death 7. Now, I haven't played Breath of Death, but talking about Cthulhu Saves the World, it's about Cthulhu from Lovecraft and all that crap. But Cthulhu in that was this big demon god thing that would sort of destroy the world, you know, it would try to at least. I haven't read it myself, but that's the basics that I've picked up from somebody I've spoken to. But he's lost all his powers, and you have to travel the world in 8-bit sort of Final Fantasy 1 style, but with more story and stuff. And try and get his powers back by making him a hero, making him a good guy. It's so funny. The dialogue is so funny. And you get other party members too that join you. When you level up, you get the basic stat upgrades, HP and MP. And then you can choose. You can choose from 2 options each time you level up. And the options vary a lot. It can either be more strength, more vitality, more defense, more HP again. I don't know. It depends on what level you're on. You can learn a new ability, and you have a choice of abilities. It's good. It's really good, and I highly recommend it, especially for such a low price. Definitely. What else did I get? Fez. I haven't tried that yet. but that was only a couple of quid at the time. And I looked at the trailer, and it's like it's a platformer, but where what you're walking on sort of turns 3D style. I can't really explain it very well, but the soundtrack was the main selling point that got to me. You know me, I like my soundtracks in games. I like how, if a soundtrack is good, I will forgive a bit of bad gameplay. I know that might be a bit shallow, but it's just how I am. I like video game music, so that's how that went. I also bought, what did I get? Civilization 5, or Civilization V5. I haven't played that yet either. That was a £5 for such a huge game. It's relatively new as well, so I'm surprised about that. I haven't tried any games from that genre at all. The newest thing is probably something like Theme Hospital and things like that, but that isn't even anything similar, I don't think. So I haven't tried anything in the genre at all. Sort of city building sim with wars and, you know, it's a mixture of a couple of little things. So I'm going to give that a go later. It's supposed to be the sort of game where you start playing, you get addicted, and you play it for months non-stop. Think The Sims, think any long game, any MMO, that sort of thing. You'll get addicted, you will. Anyway, that's about all I bought from the sales. Everyone was hyping it up, and I didn't quite feel that it was worth the hype this year at least. I haven't seen it other years, but this year it wasn't brilliant like I was expecting it to be, like everyone was making it out to be. But there were sort of trading card things where the more you bought, the more trading cards you could get, and then you could sell them off to other people on Steam and try and make a bit of money. I've got a couple of cards, but I haven't sold them, and I don't really intend to, because I want to keep the couple of cards as a sort of memento. Even though it's a shitty little thing like a Steam sale, I still want to keep them for a memento. Let's move on from that, because I think I've spoken about Steam for quite a while now. That's been quite a while. There's a new series on Netflix. It's made specifically for Netflix, and I highly recommend this series, even if it means getting a month's subscription, watching it all for that month's subscription, which is about £5. It's either £4, £5 or £6 for a month's subscription with Netflix. And it's called Orange is the New Black. It's anyone who has seen Bad Girls, that's a really old show, but it's sort of similar. It's a lot better though. The production values are better, and it's just less girly, I think. I think it's less girly. There are male characters in this prison, like guards, that are looked into in depth and stuff, instead of just all the female characters. And yeah, I would highly recommend it. It's about this one pretty nice girl who goes to jail, in an all-female jail, and how she copes and adapts with the prison life. And each episode you get to know about one of the sort of nut jobs that are in the prison, one of the baddies, and you get to learn that they wasn't always evil, you know what I mean, but they just became it from the bit of backstory that you see about them. Some of them go to prison just by accident, sort of thing, but some of them sort of are intentionally doing bad things and just get caught at the wrong time. I think they're really good characters too. They go into good depth. Like, I was expecting a Netflix original to be really crap, because the last one I watched was season 4 of Arrested Development, and that was awful. That was pretty awful compared to with the other series. So I thought this would be alright, you know, worth a watch maybe, but it turned out to be one of my favourite series that I've ever seen on Netflix, so it's good. It is really good. You have to be prepared for a little bit of nudity. There's going to be a little flash of it now and again. I'm guessing the males won't mind that, but any women watching it, I don't know. I don't know how women think about it. Whatever. Anyway, so look out for that. There's a bit of a sex scene at one point, but nothing much. There's a lot of religion from one character, this religious nut. There's the chef, this Russian chef who seems to be the overlord of the prison just because she makes the food, and you find out that if you get on her wrong side, she won't give you food, or she'll give you sort of moss-filled food, or at one point it's a bloody tampon she gives someone, and it's so funny how the other characters react to it. And you just starve. The characters just starve if they get on the Russian cook's bad side, and it's brilliantly done. That's quite early on too, so it showcases how dark the prison life can be. Well with it. It's a comedy as well, mind you. It's got humour. It's not that funny. I never find myself really laughing, but it makes me smile. It's there. I like to have a bit of humour, even if it's not funny. It still makes the environment a little bit more light-hearted, you know. So Orange is the New Black. Well worth a watch. Give it a go. What's next? Ooh, I finished 11/22/63, which is that Stephen King book about the assassination of John F. Kennedy, JFK. It was okay. I'll never be reading it again. Let's put it that way. It's long. Let me get it for you. Here it is. I've shown it to you before in another video, I think, but just in case you forgot, like. And the ending is good. The fact that 600 pages in, roughly, he finally gets round to trying to stop the assassination. I don't want to give spoilers away, so I won't say how it ends, but it's sad. It's a twist. It's a twist. And it's not a twist you could predict, I don't think, either. And if you like time travel, it will be good for you. I think you will like it if you like time travel. But for a chunk of the book, 300 maybe pages in the middle of the book out of 700, the time travel essence is sort of forgotten, and it's just sort of a love story, and that's what got to me a bit. That's why I didn't like the book too much. I don't mind love stories. I'll have them there as a sort of side aspect to a book, but when it gets to like 300 pages of a book just about that, gone. So yeah, it's a love story, but it does it well, I think. It's sad. It's a sad book, but it's not worth a read, I don't think. It's too big a book. If they had made it like a 300-page book altogether, made it like a normal novel size rather than 700 pages, I think I would have enjoyed it. There would have been so much less filler because he repeats himself so much throughout the book. You don't want to read that much repetitive crap. But now, another book has come out from Stephen King, which I don't think is going to be released digitally, which is why I didn't get it on the Kindle. And it's called Joyland. It's one of many hard case crime books from a multitude of authors. He just happened to join in, you know, he's writing one book for the hard case crime series. And this one is called Joyland. All I've read so far is about 25 pages to 30 pages. And the build up to what's obviously going to be a murder. It's a crime novel, a murder mystery novel, so it's going to be a murder somewhere along the line. The build up to that has been amazing so far. It's about this guy called Devin. He is moving out from university and stuff. His girlfriend has moved away to work somewhere else, far, far away in another city in America. And she doesn't quite care that he's missing her, you know. So it's another love story in that part, but I can tell already it's not going to focus on it much. Because it's only 300 pages long, the perfect length for a novel, in my opinion. You can just read through it quick and read through it again and again and again and still enjoy it if you liked it. Rather than 700 pages where you'd probably want to have a break after that many pages. Anyway, I'm going off on one again. So, Devin, he's left his girlfriend, or they're still together, but not not really. You know how it goes in those sorts of books and films. And he moves to this sort of carnival town, this town that's sort of built around this carnival. It's not quite a carnival. It's got big theme park rides, but it's not quite a theme park. It's not quite a carnival. There are carnival acts, like a fortune teller. You get to know that character. You get to know a couple of characters who look after the rides, maintain them, whatever. And he's gonna work in Joyland, in the carnival, which is like, it's good because it's themed after dogs. It's got a doggy mascot. There are dog billboards everywhere. The atmosphere is pretty amazing, and nothing has even happened yet, hardly, except telling us a bit about him. And the pages go by so quick, so quick. It's not actually split into chapters either. It's split into hearts. Every now and again, you'll get a break in the page and a heart in the middle. You know, like you normally have a line to break a chapter up, or just a dot. Well, this time, I'll show you. Let's have a look, see. Right here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the camera. But see the heart? Shit. Yeah, that's how it's broken up anyway. There's no chapter numbers that I've seen so far. There might be later on. Not sure. There's no chapter names. But regardless of that, I love it. I normally like my chapters to be split up a bit differently, but I like it this way. It makes it so that you want to keep reading without a chapter ending, you know? Does that make sense? So yeah, I'm going to look out for that. He's moved actually into like, it feels like a seaside hostel sort of thing. Bed and breakfast. Like the sort of thing you'd see in Porthcawl or places like Tenby or places like that, you know? Little bed and breakfast you find in the middle of a street of houses and things like that. And it's introducing all characters very well at the beginning. I can't wait to read more, seriously. Right, so, what else are we doing? Phoenix Wright. I'm on case 2-4 now. Phoenix Wright Justice for All, the second game. I'm on case 4. You can tell it's going to be long. It's the last case of the game. You can tell it's going to be long because even the investigation part at the beginning was split into 2 parts. And that never happens in this game. It's always been 1 part each time. But also the game makes out the killer threatens you, Phoenix Wright, into getting the case solved within 1 day instead of the usual 2 or 3. So maybe it'll be a shorter case. I don't know. I'm gonna start the trial sometime today, I expect. So I'll get back to you about what I think about that once I complete the trial, I think. Once I complete the whole game. I've got a 3rd game here as well. What's that one called? Is it Trials and Tribulations? Yeah, that's the 3rd game. And on Amazon, I'm going to order the 4th one soon. There are 5 out and 1 coming for the 3DS. So once the 3DS one comes out, I want to have played the other 4. And they're not exactly the other 5. Once the 6th one comes out, I want to play the other 5. Because they're really short, they're really cheap to find. Why not? Why not? Forgot to mention Nutella. Now, don't waste this on bread. Just don't waste this on bread. You just get your spoon, dig in. I got it all over my hand. That's disgusting. It's been so hot around here that it's just melted in my room within minutes. So, yeah. Just like Ferrero Rocher's if that was melted down, but and without the nuts in it, without the hard nuts, just tasting of nuts, you know. It's nice also. This might sound a bit strange, but it's nice on sour cream and onion Pringles. You spread it on or dollop it on and then eat it, and it's amazing. I know that's going to sound strange to some people, but you gotta try it. So, I think that's about all I wanted to talk about. It is. So this has been Greeny Outside. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. I'll try and make them more often, but right now my parents are on a holiday, so I probably will make them more often, just because I've got more time where I can just talk louder and people aren't sleeping and things like that, so probably. So, this has been Greeny Outside. Hope you've enjoyed today's Green vlog. I shall see you again in a bit.